Behind the mystery of heaven's clouds lies the continued tale of young Willow as she follows merrily in the footsteps of her lover and the fantasy valley of creatures, elven and animalistic, bold and mythic. Here continues the story of their kingdom. Miss Willow's bare feet slipped softly into her moccasins. Feeling the fluff of cotton and wool beneath her, she smiled. The corridor was lit with a beautiful fragrance of lavender and blossomed beneath her nose like a flowering pool of gardens. Taken by the beauty of the morning, she stepped through the threshold of the balcony door. Her and Lovisa's bedroom tower stood tall, and the window's balcony spread downwards in an old wooden staircase, leading to a grassy hill beneath it. That is where the fresh scents of fruits and flower buds emerged as soon as the little door opened from above, turning the door as it started cracking open. Lovisa appeared with his boots on and smiled readily as they were about to head out for their daily pickings. They were quite rich and fortunate with how they were able to live, but they chose to spend their time gathering what they needed themselves, embracing the sweetness of a simpler life. What mattered to them was each other, peace, and enjoying the small and happy nurturing of nature they created around them. The two resided in a world with a dragon ruler, more like a mythical father, and having known each other spiritually since the beginning of time, Willow and Lovisa were meant to be happy together. They fell in love for years since. The two led themselves outdoors now, Lovisa's hands clenched in Amber Willow's. He was her favorite thing in the entire world. She could not let go of him. She rushed down the stairs and landed on the soft grass. Her slippers fell off as she scrubbed her toes into the woven angelic dewy grass beneath her. She enjoyed. Lovisa laughed. "Of course you like this, princess. I can't stand the water on my feet. That's good I have my trusty boots with me," he said. Willow chuckled. He remarked, "You're so fast. It's only a few eggs we're searching for. No need to rush," he said. The air was filled with a clean scent of farms and wheat. Life was perfect in these fields. As they watched ahead, the little birds and hens in groups of 2 or 3 hustled about, plucking little grasses from the earth and finding little squiggly worms to pull. They occasionally burst into a dusty white plume of gobbling and feathers every now and then when a wagon rolls by, with horseshoes clopping. A little hen ran up to Willow and her lover and started pecking their feet. She jumped. "Goodness, little one, I'm not food. There should be fresh seeds in the barn." She picked up the hen and pet it gently as the little feathered hen's head looked around excitedly for where the food might be. She heard a jealous sigh from next to her. Oh, her silly Lovisa, always needing her attention and care forever he was. They were so close. She replied, "Hun, it's a chicken. No need to be jealous. The poor thing's just hungry and curious. Everything needs attention." He nodded his head. The chicken picked up on his jealous vibe towards the attention and squawked and flew up in his face in an irritated rampage. The little thing had an attitude. As he jumped back, startled by the jealous chicken, he tumbled backwards and met with the wall of the castle. Willow was still trying to catch the chicken and hadn't seen this. Once the hen ran off, she turned around. "It's okay now, honey. She's on her way." She stopped at the poor sight of her partner sitting against the tower. She kneeled down and pulled his arm close to her. "You okay, hun? I'm so sorry about that hen," she said sorrowfully. As she gave his arm a little loving tug, he sat back up and embraced her in a hug. "My, oh my, it appears I have to be slain by an evil chicken in order to get my princess's love. I'm fine now." He laughed, and he stood up, catching himself from stumbling. Willow gave his forehead a little kiss and hugged him tight. "Glad you're okay," she said. "Oh, look!" Lovisa pointed at the ground. "We almost missed it, the 2 eggs we needed. Just for the 2 of us," he called out. Just as they started enjoying the sunny air, a small horse and buggy appeared from the distance. They watched as it came closer. They became nervous as it raced towards them and dust filled the air around. As they began backing up, the horse in front whined loudly and a short figure stomped out from the carriage with baskets in hand. All they could see was the silhouette of a pointy-eared and bushy-tailed stranger. They looked at each other with great concern.